Yeah, you know what? We came into this game wanting to, put some gas in the tank. We've been battling over the last week and a half, playing most of the time very, very well and executing. And then, what we just wanted to focus was like going into the conference championships. Like we need to feel good. We need to see some success. We need to feel some success for all the hard work that we've been doing. Leading into the conference championship. And I thought our guys played very, very well. We had a hard time scoring. Their goaltender had 16 saves, I believe, and did a great job. But I thought our defense just locked down our transition game, and we created a lot of transition. We want to play that way. It's a fun way. It's just, we need to, we just got to continue to work on that, and we get those opportunities. We want to make sure that we're capitalizing them as much as possible. I thought our goaltender played well. We didn't do so well with the face-off. Actually, got to do face-off, guys. So, but the wing play, they battled. These two guys are just warriors. Two captains, seniors, and senior night. They just, they willed our team to win. Obviously with Jeff, can control a game. He's got all the moves. He can play D's two-way. And Lewis is, the same type of thing. Charlie hustle. And you could just tell, from them, in that spirit that they just, they wanted to win. We wanted to get this game, and and our guys responded. So exciting win. We're excited, and I feel good because now we can have a good week of practice and say, hey, you know what, we had some success. So now we got to get ready for either Marist or Siena, which we've already played. So we'll be able to focus here on Sunday and figure out who we got to prepare for.
And I'm going to ask both of you guys to enter this question. With it being your senior day, is it even more of a battle to really stay focused while you're going through battling emotions, knowing that this is your last game playing here at the Dembski?
I wouldn't say. I think our guys did really well at staying focused the whole time. Yeah, obviously you have a little bit of a ceremony like at the beginning of the game, and the parents are out there. But once that's done with, it's sort of a relief. You know that you can just go out and play at that point. So you really get focused in at that point, and it's a lot of fun.
Yeah, we knew it was going to be an emotional game, but it's all about taking that emotion, using it the right way to get rolling into playoffs. So we have a tight-knit group this year, so everyone's behind each other.
And then as Coach mentioned, Quinnipiac's goalie had a pretty stellar day. How do you stay focused and just keep driving at the net without getting let down? That it seemed like he was just coming up strong, shot after shot.
Yeah, he definitely had a really good game, and you take your shots, and he saves some of them, and you start maybe second-guessing yourself, but you can always go back to some areas like low and away that he's really not going to make a clean save there, and we really tried to hammer that in once he was getting a little bit hot.
And then, Coach, after the pretty tough third quarter, you would probably say, what adjustments did you guys really have to make to come back and finish them off there in the fourth?
Well, I don't know if we really made a ton of adjustments. Offensively, we didn't make very many adjustments. We really never had the ball so much in the third quarter. I think it was attributed to some face-offs, some wing plays, but we played fast. And if you're not having some success, getting the ball up quick and trying to take advantage, I thought Quinnipiac did a great job in the third quarter of kind of possessing the ball and grinding offense. The fourth quarter, it's 7-6, and I think it's just willpower, and it's who wants it more. And we got a couple of GBs, and our defense, locked down their offense, and the next goal wasn't scored till 2:40 left. So we basically played an even match game. Defensive-wise, offensive-wise, for a good, almost 12 minutes in that fourth quarter. We're only up by a goal, and then the next thing you know, hey, some things just started to click. Again, Louis getting that snipe, top cheese down the alley, and then and then getting the next one, and then Connor, picking off a pass back into the goaltender, which kind of sealed the deal. I think that was the next one actually, but so it was, it was just guys, and Coach Murph, defensive-wise, getting with those guys and just saying, hey, we got to lock it down. We know how they play. We know their pick-and-roll game. Blake Ricken taking proper angles, which was awesome, and switching when we needed to. And then again, Liam Ganzorn making some saves when we needed him to. And all those things, all those little facets of the game, lead to success. And so it feels good. You check all those boxes, and now how do we do it better going into the next one?
Brian Feldman, their leading scorer. You guys keep him off the scoreboard or score sheet today. Coach, and then maybe Jeff Lewis, you can jump in as well. What was the key to shutting him down and keeping him off the sheet today?
I'll say Coach Murph put together a good game plan for Brian. He's He's a very, very terrific player offensively. You know, big, strong, can lean in, got range. You know, can score in tight. And you know, we just tried to find the right matchups. And then if we needed to switch, and if we needed the double, and if we needed to, just kind of go at him and limit the amount of times that he was going to get some shots, our guys just responded and understood the game plan, for vast majority of the time. So, but like anything, teams have more than one, and we were able to have a great day on Feldman. But hey, Foster Como had a day for them, and so sometimes you got to pick your poison. And but I think as we kind of the game went along, we started to make sure how we knew we wanted to play Cuomo, and the defense responded. Logan and Holden and Rick, Blake Ricken, Marcus Willick, Resetti, Philson Sanzone, that defensive core, they just did a phenomenal job. And then testaments to these two guys and Stephen Costin, our two-way midfielders. When the game was on the line, they shut them down, and that's a great thing.
And then you got to be pleased too with the fact that the first 8 goals come from 8 different goal scorers. How exciting is that to know going into the postseason? You got so many different weapons at your disposal.
Yeah, absolutely. It was great to see Carter get one, and kind of down the alley, and and having 8 different people, that means you have 8. I'd like to have 10, to be honest with you, because you just have different guys that can contribute. So how are you going to play one guy? And if you play somebody that you're going to try to early slide or burn to, well, that leaves somebody else open. And if guys are clicking, there's just more confidence. And I thought, especially in the first half and a little bit through the third quarter, we tried to get a little bit more of a mix of guys into the game a little bit earlier. So it was exciting. We got a lot of guys that can contribute, and it's not just one guy, and a team's just not one person. So I'm excited for that. Excited that we got a ton of transition, and we'll continue to work on those facets of the game, so and be ready for their semifinals.
Yeah, and then Lewis and Jeff, you guys have been around, obviously, being seniors. This felt like a postseason game today. How exciting is it, or how important is it to have that kind of dry run before you guys get into the postseason next week for real?
Yeah, I think it was definitely a good sort of a tune-up for us. It was a really intense game. Second half got really intense, and we were loose, but we felt that we needed a win to get us rolling into the postseason. So.
Yeah, it was a good confidence builder. It's an up and down game, but it's good to have momentum going into next week.
Perfect.